Blue Angel, more like Berserk Angel, am I right? I'm only kidding, but the only reason I said that was because Ignis actually did say that if she goes any more Berserk, it'll do some mental damage to her. So I was like, ah, Berserk mode. It's like Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 with Yugioh again. Awesome. So I actually really liked this episode. I thought the duel was pretty damn good. I mean, I did have a couple problems with some of the things about the show, but the duel itself I thought was good. Mainly because we got to see the introduction of his Trick Stars, which is, of course, Aoi's deck, and apparently in real life, people have been looking at them and maybe playing with them a bit. I don't think they're out yet, but they've been giving it a go. Apparently, they're so powerful. In real life, if Yusaku was playing against this deck, he most likely would have lost within like the first 2 or 3 turns. So, yeah, they're that powerful now. As for the Trick Stars themselves, I actually thought their designs was really good. They were kind of similar to like some of the other sort of themes we've seen, like other female sort of archetypes. But these ones I thought actually had a really nice design. So I look forward to seeing these in the real life card game. Not playing against them specifically, but I look forward to seeing them anyway. I just want to quickly get one thing out of the way, the only thing I didn't like about this episode, and that was the abundance of link summoning. I know this series is about link summoning, which is absolutely fine. They can link summon as much as they want. Not a problem. It's just the animation, when they have to do that whole thing where he goes, alright, the link thingies are ready, here we go, goes into the thing. I've already talked about this in one of the other ones, but that whole sequence takes a while. I know they did it before in Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 with the Fugo Shogun, but I don't feel like this took as long, considering you have to link summon multiple monsters. I don't know. Let me know what you guys feel about it. Do you think they're doing it too much, or are you okay with it at the moment? But that's all I wanted to say. Just get that off my chest. And I guess the only other complaint I could really go for is the fact that Yusaku, yet again, did an ass pull out of the less than 1,000 life points. Is it Data Storm ability, where he gets a card? This time the card that he got was actually really, really awesome. It was a variation on Decode Talker called Encode Talker, and yeah, I like it. I actually quite like the idea of these variations on Decode Talker. It's kind of like the Utopia monster, how that had kind of variations of itself. Yeah, I'm alright with it. It sounds pretty cool if they have different ones. This one was kind of like a defensive one. But it did manage to get like 6,000 and something attack towards the end, so that was pretty impressive. I thought Aoi, as a character, she played really well. She stuck to her guns, and she was very much in control the entire duel up until that last bit when she believes that he'd been letting his life points get whittled down just so he could use that ability, and then you can see her kind of like doubting her own ability against him. But like, that's going to happen with everyone, is it? If he's just going to use a Data Storm towards the end of a duel, then, I don't know, you shouldn't have to rely on getting down to 1,000 life points to pull your play off, especially when he's getting cards that he doesn't know what he's going to get. I don't know. I think Yusaku is using quite a bit of luck in these kind of duels, whereas Aoi, I think she did really, really well with her strategy. I call it Aoi, but it's Blue Angel, really, isn't it? So I should probably call that. We do see for a split second, she's only seen for just that little moment, almost like an Easter egg, the pink-haired girl, what's her name? Is it Hannah? Anna, one of them two. She makes an appearance, and we see her in the VR world form. It's exactly the same as a normal form, except she's got pink and white, I think it was, in her hair, rather than just the entire pink as it normally was. We also discover in this episode, which I thought was a little bit of forced exposition, but it was absolutely fine. We learn that Aoi's parents were both killed, just assuming a motor car accident or something like that. However, the way that that Zaizen guy, her brother, says it, it makes it sound like that she's only his stepsister, which would make sense because the hairs are different. So, are they step-siblings? So they're not, like, blood-related or something like that? It might have been stated in the previous episode, so apologies if I didn't notice it in that one. My bad. If there were two things I could pick out of this episode that I thought stood out the most, one was actually I thought the music worked really well in this episode. There was the music that accompanied the Trickstar deck and some of the turnarounds and when like things were going bad and things like that. I thought were really, really good. Liked them a lot. So yeah, this is the first time I've actually said good about the music. Every other episode I've been kind of complaining about it. Also, I make a tendency of complaining about the animation quality during these Link duels where they're kind of just flying sideways like this, not too much happens. But there was a strange moment where they had a little battle on the board and they were knocking each other, and I was like, why can't they do this more often? The animation was really good, it was lively, I thought it was sick. So yeah, they should definitely bring that back more often. I could say that a little part of me did want Yusaku to actually lose. I thought it'd be quite nice if one of the female leads was able to beat the main character. We've seen it before with Yuzu, but she sort of quickly fell off the map. I'm hoping this for Aoi is a jumping point for her, so this loss now is just going to make her go up. She wants to improve and get better rather than just sort of staying at this level or being like a damsel in distress, because technically I don't know if she was a damsel in distress because she was in control the entire duel until that very end where she was on the brink of not being able to win, where she had to result in using the Knight of Hanoi card, which I'm not actually sure. If she hadn't have used that card, would she have been able to win, or was it because of that card that she lost? I'm pretty sure she was going to lose either way. But yeah, she had to resort to that, and then she went into kind of that berserk state. A lot of stuff that I wasn't too sure what was happening. What was happening? It like corrupted her to use the card, but did it corrupt her fully? Because she sort of fell off a board, but then I saw her again, and she was kneeling on the board. So was she metaphorically falling at the end of the episode, or was she actually falling off the board? Because there was like wings at one point and all that. You guys will have to let me know. Was it a metaphor? Her falling off the board? Like falling? Being defeated, or did she actually fall off a board and Yusaku needs to catch her? Let me know, please, because in the next episode she ends up in hospital, so I forgot to mention about Zaizun, her brother. I'm glad to see that he isn't totally focused on the defeat of Playmaker and restoring the Cyberse world and everything, because when he sees that his sister is in trouble, the first thing he says is just shut it down, I'll take full responsibility on this, just save my sister. And I was like, oh, that's good. He prioritised his sister over defeating Yusaku. So, good. I like his character so far, pretty good. So then guys, I want to know what you thought of this episode in the comment section below. I'm going to sneeze. Hold on. So then guys, I want to know what you thought about this episode in the comment section below. What did you think as Aoi as a duelist? What did you think of Yusaku's new monster? What did you think about the link mechanic being overused too much or just right? Let me know below, and let me know how powerful the actual trick star monsters are. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Catch you later.